Didn't expect y'all to still be scrolling this late, honestly. I thought I was fading into the void again. Good night. I'm guessing your left foot's resting on your right. If I'm wrong, then hey, I'm just wrong. You know the drill. If you see this, drop a meme in the comments, or leave me a little something over there on the right, just so I know I haven't completely disappeared. Alright. Enough rambling. Let's dive into tonight's chill bedtime story. That person dragging gear. That's Han, our new camper in the series. She's from Korea, and her first trip is in full-on snow and ice. You can still see snow clinging to the branches, and she's used to dry, warm climates. So she's super curious about everything. She even scoops up some snow to show you through the screen. Once the excitement fades, she starts clearing the ground for Cap. And honestly, it's kinda genius. While others are shoveling by hand, she's already using a leaf blower. After the ground's cleared, it's time to set up the tent. Even though it's her first time camping, her gear's totally stacked, and she's setting things up like she's done this 100 times. Not like a newbie at all, more like a seasoned pro. Midway through setup, it starts dumping snow and throws on a clear raincoat over her light clothes. Next up, time to inflate the tent. Funny enough, she ditches the fancy tools and grabs an old school hand pump. Good thing she does yoga. She's feet enough to blow it up quick, then she nails it to the ground to keep it steady. Since it's freezing out, she preps a full can of fuel for heating, more than enough for the strip. Then it's time to set up inside. If you don't camp often, here's the thing. Even with a tent, the ground's still rough. So most people lay down a blanket first, but Anne's got her own routine. She starts with a yoga mat as the base, then adds a thick blanket on top. After that, she brings in the heater. Heating takes forever in this kind of weather, so while waiting, Anne inflates the air mattress, then pulls out her comforter from her bag. At this point, you might notice something different compared to other aesthetic girl camping videos, and might be new to this, but she's way more put together. Once she warms up, she moves on to setting up the rest. Luckily, the tools aren't too complicated, so she gets it all done pretty fast. Now it's time for tonight's appetizer. She's making egg on rice. Yep, eggs are the star of this one. Let's break it down. And chops up a bunch of ingredients. Mushrooms, cherry tomatoes. Then tosses everything in the pan and adds in some shrimp. It might look a little weird, even kinda random, but the color reminds you of Indian-style food. Maybe that's the vibe she's going for. Once dinner's done, night's already falling, the blizzard outside is starting to come down. Maybe it's the cozy tent making her feel a bit off, so she steps outside into the freezing air to reset. Then she sees the fireplace and gets a new idea. All she's got left to cook is a sweet potato, so she wraps it in foil and places it on top of the fire to roast slowly. Suddenly she notices the tent flap's still open, so she runs over and pulls it shut. She's still sleeping in there tonight after all. Time passes, the sweet potato's finally done. She sips juice while enjoying the warm, sweet bite. And maybe that's what camping joy is really all about.